first time ever, and I just got this idea from my friends who kept on telling me that your makeup skills are really good, maybe you can teach us and you should do a video tutorial around it. So today I just thought of doing a very simple and an easy makeup tutorial for an Indian wedding guest, which involves a lot of neutral basic shades that can very well go on any kind of skin tone, Indian skin tones. And as an avid makeup buyer, I have realized that there are a very limited shade variety that is available for a little dark Indian skin tone. I had to struggle quite a lot to find perfect lip shades, perfect foundation, perfect eyeshadow palettes that were suited to my skin tone. And I'm sure many people just like me or having a skin tone darker than me do have such an issue. So today in this video I'm going to share the basic products that I use and simple tips and tricks that we all can incorporate in our daily makeup. Okay, so first and foremost, you're always supposed to start with a very clean face. You should always wash your face with a good non-drying face wash. After that, we can moisturize our face by I use this Innisfree tea tree cream. I believe it's very good in moisturizing. However, I just use this much of an amount. That's sufficient because it's summertime and you would not want to overburden your skin with a lot of moisture. So I just let this soak in for the time being, and meanwhile I use this simple scrub that I made of mixing salt and Vaseline. So it's an inexpensive lip scrub. You don't have to buy all these expensive lip scrubs that are available in the market. You can just make your own, and it lasts really long because salt is a preservative. So I keep rubbing my lips so that they are very well moisturized. And when I apply a lip color, because mostly I'm into liquid lipsticks and matte lipsticks, I don't like shimmery lipsticks at all. So they provide a really nice base. There we go. And just wipe it off. There. It's that easy. Now I have already got a beauty blender that I have wet, and now it's almost twice its size. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to take a primer. First of all, I have this Smashwork primer which I had got for free from Nykaa because I had done a shopping more than 3,000, so they give this kind of a little freebie. So it's kind of very generous on their part. So I just apply this primer all over my face. Don't forget your neck as well as your ears because they are supposed to be covered evenly. There we go. Now we just let this sit in for around 10-15 seconds or so. Meanwhile, I can just explain you some of the other basic things that I require. So most of you might have come across all the beauty bloggers using something known as a color correcting palette. Now, not everybody requires a color correction on their skin tone because see, I don't have that many of dark circles, so it's not really required for me because I'm just going for a party, and such a heavy duty makeup is not suitable for somebody like me because then everything is just going to appear all caked up and it's going to show. It's not going to look natural at all. So use the minimum products that you can to achieve the maximum look. So anyways, since I don't require this, otherwise if somebody does require them, then you're supposed to conceal the dark circles using the orange, cover it up with the concealer over here, blend it in really well, and always remember to cover it up with the layer of foundation once again. So now, since I don't require this extra step, I'm going to use an illuminating cream that I had got from Colorbar. It's known as the Spotlight Illuminating Lotion, and I think it costs me about 950 rupees, which is a little more inexpensive than the MAC Stroke Cream and almost has the same pinkish effect. So I'm just going to apply it on my face, and there you can see that it provides a lit from within glow. So you don't have to like rub it, you have to apply it with a very, very light hand. Otherwise, the entire purpose of using one is gone. Now that all this is done, I'm going to take my foundation, Bobbi Brown foundation in the shade Golden Natural. I have tried several foundations, and trust me, for Indian skin tone or even dark complexion like mine, most of the foundations used to oxidize and used to become very, very tacky and grey. I started with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, but the consistency was horrible. I literally had to give it to my maid. So I like this Bobbi Brown foundation. It's really, really nice. So I'm going to just take a pump of it. I'm going to rub it between my fingers because that heats up the product, and then I'm simply going to dab it. Just dab it all across your face. Now quickly I'm going to use the beauty blender, and with a dabbing motion I'm going to blend this across flawlessly. Don't forget the hairline because you wouldn't want an uneven coverage, right? And don't forget your eyes either. Now just by light dabbing motions, I'm going to spread this foundation lightly all over my face. As you might notice, I'm doing this makeup right in front of direct sunlight, so that I know how the foundation and the makeup looks when I'm going to go outside. I prefer doing my makeup in natural light so that I know it does not look tacky. Cover all the areas of your face. If you feel that a little more is required, you may do so. And if you slowly notice, my dark circles have already been concealed with the foundation. Which brings me to another step, that is using the concealer. You should always use the concealer just after the foundation because the foundation mostly conceals all the different areas of your skin. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix this lighter tone concealer along with a darker one to get a perfect shade for my under eyes. And you don't usually need to make a triangle. You just need to conceal the areas that appear darker to you or need concealing. A concealer is not just supposed to be slathered all across your face. It's just supposed to cover the dark portions. Now I'm going to use the same beauty blender and I'm just going to tap it. Please do remember that you should move the beauty blender right in the areas of where you've concealed or highlighted. You're not supposed to use the beauty blender all over your face wherever you have concealed or highlighted, because that will just ruin the entire purpose. So as you can see, the base is almost set and done. However, right now it's looking a little brown and my natural skin color has kind of concealed over here. So what I'm going to do is, this is when brushing and contouring come in. Now I'm going to use this face powder. I really like this mineral loose powder. And I'm going to set my makeup with the same. It's got a nice sponge applicator so that it's hassle free. It sets the makeup. Also, it helps to remove the excess product that might have come on your skin. Again, I would like to stress on the fact to always do your makeup in natural light so that you know where you're going wrong. Okay. So now that my makeup has been set, the base is ready, a little bit of contouring I would prefer to do after I do my eye makeup. So today I'm going to use this Huda Beauty palette in the shade Topaz. I recently ordered this wonderful palette from Nykaa, and it's got really nice shades that are suitable for Indian skin tone. Also, after you have done this base, so that it doesn't wear off, I would always suggest you to put a spray once. I have the Smashbox setting spray which works really well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it right on the beauty blender so that it doesn't look tacky, and it gives me a very dewy finish. It takes off the excess powder and it gives my face a natural look without stealing any moisture. I prefer it using this way, and just let it dry. You should never do your makeup in a hurry because you'll just spoil it. And they're pretty expensive products, you wouldn't want to do that. Now I'm going to take the contour and very lightly always dab off the excess product. I'm going to merge it in my hairline. Very simple. Now you just do this. Contouring is a very important step. It gives your face the extra definition that it lost while you were applying the foundation. I also prefer doing a little bit on my nose, just to not make myself look washed out. And in the end, I prefer to just blend it all in using my damp beauty blender. And there you go. That's all done. Now, for using this, basically what I would do is taking an eyeshadow brush using the skin shade, I'm lightly going to set a base for my eyeshadow, bluffing it all in, making the area look bright enough. If you want to do an extra step, you can always put concealer underneath, and then you can set it with this skin colored eyeshadow that they have provided very cleverly. This is the one. I really like this palette. It's got almost everything I need. Just going to apply it a little bit here to conceal any darkness that I may have. And there you go. Whenever I am doing a heavy makeup look, I always prefer to tape the corners of my eyes so that the makeup doesn't go beyond this. Also, it's very easy to put an eyeliner if you have this tape. So now that it's done, I'm going to do a nighttime look that you can do for parties. This is a very versatile palette. You can always use the yellow and the golden, or the orange and brown and the copper shade. You can just keep playing with colors and make any look you want. So today what I am going to do is I'm going to do a brown over here orange over here and golden over here. So starting from the outer corners, I'm going to take this shade right here and this is what I'm going to do. We all tend to make a silly face while applying makeup, don't we? So now, always remember to brush off the excess eyeshadow that you take on your brush. Otherwise, it's going to look very, very dark on your eyes. And the key to applying the perfect eyeshadow is blend. You should always blend. And there is not much use of buying numerous number of brushes for achieving your eye look. I don't find that very necessary. 2-3 brushes that just complement your skin, to the brushes that can pick up pigments really well are most required. Now, as you can see, I'm just putting color that should blend with the previous one. I'm sorry I'm not able to speak so much while doing my makeup because this is like the first time I'm making a tutorial. So as you can see, I've left the inner corner completely blank. Just gonna pick up a little more color as this is very pigmented, and I'm very happy that finally I've got an eyeshadow palette. So nice. However, I wanted to share that this Huda Beauty palette costs quite a lot. It's around 3,000 rupees. So I found another palette for people who don't want to splurge that much just on a makeup palette. Now I'm going to use this brush to pick up the golden because I need to pick up very little. And I need to concentrate on the inner corners itself. There you go. So I'm gonna blend it in with the orange, just like that. Very easy. Can you see that pigment? It's gorgeous. It's just lovable. Just a little on the inner corners to brighten my eyes a little bit. Applying just a little eyeshadow on your inner corners does the trick for me every single time. It just brightens up my eyes to another level. So there is this palette from Sugar, shade number 1 I guess, and it's got more or less same kind of colors that are present in this palette. Now what I'm going to do is a very funny trick that I've learned, self-learned, is pick up the colors that you've used, the orange, the dark orange and the brown. Just tap your brush and move it very lightly all over your eye, just like that, so that all the shades are blended and it doesn't look creased at all. Now you can just brush it off and then just blend all the colors that you've used once more. To make them a little more prominent, you can always go for a second round of coloring, shading, and of course the favorite step of adding a pop of color, because a little color never hurt anyone. There you go. Now as I can see, it's not blended over here, so I'm going to use the brush. Also, please make sure that you never mix colors of your brushes. For this, for example, I used with the golden one. This is the blending brush and this is the one with which I picked up the pigments. So always clean your brush before using them again and again. What I can do is I can take this orange color, mix it with the yellow over here, and I can apply a little bit over here just to give the same color. Never feel afraid of mixing colors. They are going to add and complement your skin tone very, very well. Now I'm going to remove the tape so you can see how the makeup look has been achieved. And whenever you see an unclear spot, it's best to always blend once you're done with it. Now there's a lot of color which I can use in this palette and I'm really very happy with it. You just need to have the correct knowledge of the brushes that you're using. So this is quite a glittery look that I've achieved and I'm pretty happy with it. However, I would like to add a little bit of more shimmer, just a little bit. I can play with any kind of shimmer that I want. I can cover the orange portion with the orange shimmer that is present in the palette, and I can play with colors. It's the most fun part. So there, that is done. It's like the easiest makeup look that can be achieved. Now I'm going to use the Nykaa liquid liner. Please wish me luck with this. I'm not going to apply a very thick liner. I'm going to make it a little thin. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Also, you should always line and color according to the shape of your eyes. You should not just follow what any makeup artist is telling you to do. You should make a very, very good analysis of the eye shape that you've got, and then only you should make a move. Some people have very big eyes. They would need colors to make their eyes look a little smaller maybe. Some people have hollow eyes. The eyelids are very, very inside. They would need a different eye look. So you have to keep going according to that. And now I'm going to use this very inexpensive liner from Swiss Beauty. It's like the cheapest eyeliner ever, but it's very good. Just going over it. And I'm going to create a wing. I'm very bad at creating a wing, but I still keep trying. There you go. My success rate of creating a wing is probably 1 in 1,000. I just suck at it. But nevertheless, I keep trying, because if you don't try, you're never going to know what you can do and what you can't. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on the lower lash line. You can also put a kajal, but I like this. So it gives a definition to my eyes and make it look a lot bigger. Now I'm going to use this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara to cover my lashes, because I sadly don't have falsies. So one coat or 2 coats coats would actually be enough, but I always prefer putting 2 coats. There you go. Always put mascara on your lower lash lines as well, otherwise you'll just look very ghostly. Oh, I forgot, I had this eyelash curler also, and you're supposed to use it, but now I'm not going to do it because it's just going to spoil the look. But yeah, if you've got this, always use this, heat it up a little bit, just you know, throw some warm air on it and then curl your eyelashes. Be careful. Now for the brows, I'm really proud of my brows because they're very natural and I don't have to do much in it. So this is what I just need, just the tips. You can use any brow pencil, but I would suggest stay away from Maybelline and Lakme because they're really bad. I don't know why they even make grey. Grey is not even a color to suit Indian tones. I like this Nykaa brow pencil. I thought of buying the Benefit brow pencil, but as I already have their brow tint, which is basically this one, it's a gel, it's called Brow Wow, so it just sets your brow makeup in place. And as you can see, my foundation is still intact and now it's got a very natural look. That is all because of the setting spray which I used along with the beauty blender. As you can see, my eye makeup using the Huda Beauty Topaz palette has been completed, and now I am going to apply 2 lip colors. One is from Sephora and one is from K Beauty. It's called Showtime. So since my eye makeup is a lot heavier, I would apply the lip color a little toned down. This is a very pretty rust color. I'm just in love with this shade. Wherever I have to go out, I just apply mascara and a lip color and I'm done. It's like the best. And then to tone down this lip color, I'm going to use this nude. There you go. It takes a little while to set. Now since I said that this is an Indian guest makeup look, so some earrings should always do the magic. I've already tied my hair in a bun, which you might have noticed since the beginning. There you go. And if you guys like, we can always add a bindi. And for the blush, I would always like to use the same shade of lip color that I used on my cheeks as well. I don't buy blushes at all. I actually prefer just doing it with my hand. But yes, to show everybody. There you go. Always apply some on your chin and on your nose so that it doesn't look uneven. And time for some glow right in the end. This is a very good thing by Colorbar. It's got both. So this is how I apply. lot of highlighters, but I really like this one. So now that my makeup look is completely done, I'm going to just apply this spray all over my face. You can always use a beauty blender to just press it all in. And yes, that's about it. Okay friends, so this is the completed look. I've teamed it up with this dupatta that I got. Of course, you can always team it up with better clothes, but I just grabbed whatever I had in hand. So this is the complete makeup look. I really hope you like the video, and if so, you can always tell me whatever suggestions you've got for me and I'll implement them for sure. Thanks for watching.